All praises due to the Most High family. There was one game, one more. We talking Mo football. I had to cover at least one more game. I don't know who out there is watching all of my football reviews, but if you out there, this is the one you was waiting on. So again, for any new viewers, for any unfamiliar viewers, my schedule does not allow me to watch the games live. So I watch the highlights, I check the box score, and I give you my perspective. So we have a football conversation. So if you don't know already, I'm talking about the Cowboys and Packers game. And for entertainment purposes, great game. But I can't lie to y'all, family. I'm kind of disappointed in the Packers in this game. Now, if you follow in the league, you may agree that the Cowboys, obviously, through a quarter of the season, the Cowboys absolutely have a top 5 offense. Dak is playing very, very well. I mean, we objective over here, family. This is a genuine football perspective. Dak is playing very well. So I'm sure you're happy as a Cowboys fan with how Dak Prescott is playing quarterback right now. If you're a Cowboys fan, you're thinking, wow, we put up 40 points on what I thought was a very good defense with the top defensive player that we being Cowboys, just let go. So if you're a Cowboys fan, you may be happy with this performance behind Dak and George Pickens, and the running back whose name is escaping me, without CeeDee Lamb. You know, last week the Cowboys were struggling without CeeDee Lamb, their obviously best receiver, their go-to target. You know, CeeDee Lamb getting almost 10 targets a game. And so George Pickens filled that role this week. And man, he balled out. George Pickens balled out. So I don't know the timeline on when CeeDee Lamb comes back, but I'm confident, you know, because the most important part of the season, usually for the Cowboys and the rest of the NFC East, is the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season. So I'm confident that if and when we get CeeDee Lamb back, again, I don't know the timeline off the top of my head, but when we get CeeDee Lamb back, and if Dak is healthy, and if George Pickens is playing like this, you know, you can rest assured that you will score plenty of points. The issue with the Cowboys is the defense. Now, and I mean, y'all definitely put an effort after, you know, the Packers jumped on the Cowboys in the first quarter. And so y'all fought and fought and fought. You know, made some plays there at the end of the game to really put yourself in a position to win. But the Packers are the Packers, forced in overtime. And man, this was like the craziest tie game I've ever seen. Now, if you're the Packers, if you're the Cowboys, this is encouraging. This is, you know, you're proud of this effort that the Cowboys put up, knowing the defense is bad, knowing that CeeDee Lamb is out, knowing that your record is not, you know, probably where you feel it should be. Now, if you're the Packers, though, This is a disappointing tie. That lost fumble hurts very much. You know, I look at I don't know if I said it. I watched the highlights and I checked the box score. Maybe I did say it. The Packers converted on 70% of their third downs. So that lost fumble, that turnover was everything in this game for the Packers. If you're a Packers fan, you must be highly disappointed. I'm not a Packers fan. I'm a Saints fan. But the Packers, to me, were my early season favorite for the NFC. Now, a quarter into the season, 4 games into the season, the Eagles are clearly the NFC favorite. But early, I thought the Packers were looking great on both sides of the ball. Now, obviously, you put up 40 points. Your offense is looking great. Jordan Love looked great. Josh Jacobs, I played running back family, so I always love when a running back plays well. Josh Jacobs looked great. Running the ball, catching the ball, Josh Jacobs is certainly more than serviceable. I wouldn't call him a great running back, but this was a great game by Josh Jacobs. Jordan Love looked very, very good. Matthew Golden, your rookie receiver, looked good. Dobbs looked really good. I would say just short. I mean, this was a great game. Again, I wouldn't call him a great receiver, not yet, but this was a great game by Dobbs. So that lost fumble was everything. But the Packers defense, my goodness, I thought they were better than this. Now, they're obviously not trash. The Cowboys statistically do have, like as of me recording this, the Cowboys offense do have, the Cowboys team do have the best offense in the league right now. I believe that is the case. As of right now, as of me recording this, as of 4 games into the season, Dak Prescott is putting up some numbers. The Cowboys offense, 2 games without CeeDee Lamb, without their wide receiver 1, putting up big numbers. So to me, this is a failure. I mean, you didn't lose the game, but you tied with an inferior team if you're the Packers. That Packers defense was not up to par, not up to snuff this week. Now, again, I want to give you some grace because statistically the Cowboys have the number 1 offense right now. But dang, man. 40 points to the Cowboys without their wide receiver 1, you know, with their wide receiver 2, wide receiver 1B doing like 55-60% of the heavy lifting. You know, it was Dobbs and then it was Pickens. Like they were equal and opposite on offense. 3 touchdowns, 80-some yards, almost 10 receptions. The Packers defense could not key in on this man. You couldn't put more pressure on Dak Prescott. Now they did have a decent running. The Cowboys did have a decent running game this game. So, you know, that does take pressure off of the quarterback. But my goodness, I was disappointed in the Packers defense this game. The Packers offense showed me some signs, you know, because I thought a couple games ago they were a top 5 unit. But the defense obviously did not match that.